So with the arrival of summer, we also start to look at elections. The campaigns begin once the legislature leaves town. And Governor Rick Scott wasted absolutely no time. The legislature was gone on a Friday, and on Monday, Governor Scott was out touring the state talking about the teacher pay raises that are part of the budget that lawmakers have sent him, and a bill that they've sent him that includes the authority to raise teacher pay, $480 million. They didn't do it exactly the way Governor Scott wanted. He wanted $2,500 across the board pay raises. The pay raises are going to be tied to merit, but a lot of teachers are going to get a pay raise, and that's what Governor Scott wanted. And so he's going around the state, and he's getting a lot of pretty positive TV coverage for that. And he also this week is going around the state touting his other big priority, which was a manufacturing tax break. Manufacturers don't have to pay sales tax on new equipment if they show certain benchmarks, like how many, how much productivity will increase if they buy this new equipment. Well, what they did was they passed a bill that say they don't have to show that productivity increase. They just get the tax break. Puts Florida in line with a lot of other states. Governor Scott says it makes it a nicer place for Florida manufacturers and for would-be manufacturers, because after all, he's trying to get companies to come to Florida to increase jobs. So he's out talking around the state about that. Lawmakers didn't quite give him what he wanted on that either. They delayed the implementation of that until April of 2014, and they also, it's a 3-year program, so that'll sunset after 3 years unless they pass it again. So he's out talking about that, clearly in campaign mode, running for re-election, even though he's got over a year and a half before he goes before voters again for re-election. The main thing that I think, it's really all about jobs, which is what he initially ran on. And as long as the economy continues to improve, he'll be able to continue to tout improving economy. And by the way, he got a big boost last week when Hertz, the rental car company, announced it's moving its headquarters to Southwest Florida, Estero. It's 700 jobs they're promising. The state had to pay a little bit for it, $84 million potentially in incentives. It's county and local incentives in addition to state incentives. So it's a lot of money, but it has benchmarks, says they've got to create the jobs to get all that money. And it's tax breaks. It's not, all upfront cash. But, that could go a long way in helping Governor Scott. Of course, he doesn't need a whole lot of help in Southwest Florida. They tend to vote Republican. But, that kind of thing is the kind of thing he's going to be pushing over the next several years or next 2 years as he goes into the re-election campaign. And if the unemployment rate continues to drop, I think it's going to be hard to run against him.